All right. What is up, everybody? We are back with another episode of Last Second Dose. We're coming at with a nice little Monday show today. We're going to talk about the game against the Buffalo Bills, recap it a little bit, get some thoughts from my man Rad. But we also have a special guest today that we're bringing in. All right. His dream is to be on The Voice. And this is your man, Jim from Lions on the Proud. Jim.
Yo, what's up, man?
Buzzer.
Yo, what up, dude? What up, everybody? Man, The Voice? Are you kidding me with my voice?
No. We haven't heard it yet. Give us something.
I have
short
nothing.
Little.
I have nothing.
Okay, he's like,
I ain't singing nothing, dude.
We'll get it by the end of the show. But we also got the man himself, the co-host on this show,
the most
Rad.
Co-host.
I see you, Rad. What you doing?
What's up, baby?
Was
Was that a good spin around? I don't know.
It was a good spin. It was clean.
I actually lifted my feet off the ground and everything. Like I made sure it was just a smooth transition.
I was just so happy I didn't knock anything over. That was my thing, man.
That was good.
Ooh, what's up, Jim?
Sup, Rad? What you doing, man? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm chilling. I'm ready to talk some Lions with y'all. Give a nice little recap of this preseason game.
For real.
And I'm ready. We talking Lions. I love it. I'm always in a good mood when we talking Lions.
Yes. What's up, Ken? There's some guy in the chat said, hey, what's up? So I just said,
what's up, Ken?
There it is. Yeah, we got the chat popping early, man. We got Big Perm in the building. We got Cheryl. Hey, met Cheryl today.
You did.
So, shout out to Cheryl.
Awesome.
It was. He was sitting with me the whole time, and then at the end, he told me who it was. Like, dude, I see you in the comments all the time. Right? That was awesome.
That's awesome.
What up, though? Man, the chat's popping early. California in the house.
It is.
Cali.
Nice.
Checking in.
Ooh, okay. Hashtag in golf we trust. That's a new one. I haven't seen that one yet, but I like it.
We need to make a dollar bill that has that on there. Ooh. We got golf in the middle of it. It'd be like in golf we trust. Can we do that?
That'd be clean. I don't know. I'd wear a shirt like that.
I don't know if I would. I can't say I would wear that shirt just yet.
I'm kind of with Rad on this one, man. I don't think I'd be doing all that.
Yet?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay.
No.
Give me that Dan Campbell shirt. I'm all right with that.
For sure.
You're there. Okay. All right. Well, hey, man, we got some things to talk about. Of course, we had a game on Friday, which the Lions lost, but it was good. It was competitive. It was fun to watch. I'll give you that. Rad was in the show on that, and we got to get Jim's thoughts on it. I haven't heard from Jim since the game, so I want to know what he's thinking about it. And of course, Rad, we had him in there a little bit. He hopped out towards the end. And the Lions, they made some moves today after training camp. So if you guys have any questions, of course, as always, throw them into the chat. But I'll run through the news, and I'll just kind of bounce around and just get your thoughts on that. So the Lions made a couple of cuts today, official. They are now down to 87 players on their roster. They have to get to 85 by tomorrow at 4 p.m., I think, Eastern time. And they cut Michael Warren. That was official. We kind of already knew about this one, but Michael Warren's out. Of course, we have Evan Boehm. He's moving to IR. Mm-hmm. That's not something that you want to hear. He was working with the second group. He was a center and guard.
He was a backup center.
Yeah, I like that signing.
Really kind of sucks. But
so Drake Jackson's coming back, right?
Oh,
I think it's good. I think it's good news for somebody I'm gonna talk about in a little while. But I think it's good news for one of our players that might have been on the bubble that I think is not on the bubble anymore.
I think I know what you're talking about, Jim. Oh
no, I want Drake Jackson back.
You do?
That was my guy out of Kentucky. Yeah, I liked him.
I didn't mind him. I
think we should go get him.
You know what? Okay. We cutting people because we got to get down to like a certain number. So picking up more people, I think that's counterproductive, man. I don't know.
You might be right, Jim. I was just a fan of him. I like the undrafted signing, but you're right. We need to get rid of some cat. I got a guy that we need to get rid of, but I mean, we can talk about that later. We can talk about that.
Oh yeah,
his number might be 51. I don't know.
Oh, we're on the same page.
I'm reading Rad's mind here, man. We got this connection thing going on, man.
Oh, that's
I'm
Dion's
lost.
boy.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
Yeah, I know you don't.
Yeah, I know. It's tough.
But go ahead. I'm sorry, Dose. Continue.
No, you're good. You're good. Well, we got some bad news today. Apparently, Alex Brown was driving under the influence, and I may be a little off on the story, but my understanding is that Charlie Taumapau, see, that was all right. It was solid. He was in the car with him. I guess he was driving the wrong way on I-75. That's what I read. And he has been released. There were some injuries taking place. That's terrible. You hate to hear that. I mean, I'll bounce it around real quick. Jim, what do you think, man?
Well, he was in the car with our tight end that I can't pronounce his name. I'm very good with names, by the way. I'm just letting you know. But yeah, and he got hurt pretty badly, I guess. And so they let him go, and they had every reason to do it. I mean, you don't want that on your team. You don't want somebody that's going to be, acting crazy out there and stuff like that. And it's a bad thing, but it's a good look that they got rid of the guy right away.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Brad, you got anything to add?
I agree with Jim. Like, he's obviously not focused if you're out there drinking and driving. Like, bud, like,
for real.
You need to be worried about your career, your job, as far as like making the team. Like, you wasn't a lock on the team, so you probably need to be at home watching some film. That's what you probably should have been doing instead of out there drinking and driving.
I'm going to say something else. Our tight end should have never let him drive unless he was bombed too.
True.
Like, come on, we got blamed to go a couple different ways here.
Or they could have called an Uber.
For real, they do have that. It exists.
You got the money. Catch an Uber. If I could pay for an Uber, I know you can. Like, catch an Uber, bro.
For real.
I'm not just being real with you.
It's such a dumb mistake.
It is. It definitely is.
Well, that's some unfortunate news, and I think that's the moves that they made today. I think that's all of them. So now we're down to 87. Yeah. Like I said, 2 cuts need to be made by that time. You got anything, Richard?
No, I was just saying you were turning the page, so it looks like we're going to something else.
I'm being prepared.
He's got a notebook.
Yeah, he got a notebook. Man. He takes notes like crazy. I love it, man, because I don't remember stuff, so I should be taking notes as well.
There was a question that someone had that I wanted to dive into because everybody's been kind of talking about it, but I cannot find it. It was about the receivers, I think.
Was it about Jamar Jefferson?
Jamar Jefferson did get in the game. Okay,
first question. Here we go. The Lions keep more wide receivers or more running back? Ooh, I kind of like that, but at the same time, I feel like that's easier.
They're gonna keep more wide receivers because I think the kick return position is going to be from the wide receiver group. So that's why I think they keep more.
I would agree with him 150% because that's where we're really not top notch at. I feel like our top 2 to 3 running backs are good.
You got to see who's playing killer special teams too. You got to remember that when you're trying to figure out who they're going to keep, who they're going to get rid of. So So pay close attention to running backs and the special teams too. Jamar Jefferson was out there a little bit,
Yep, League was out there. So okay, that's a good question. I'm gonna agree with both.
That was a good question.
Chat's got it locked down with them.
We cut Jefferson
for sure.
Dang, I hyped on the hype train.
No,
you got it? You want me to read it?
You could, go for it.
We cut Jefferson ? Dang, I hopped on the hype train for him. When we draft him at running back, room stacked for, so I understand. We didn't cut Jefferson.
I have not heard that we cut Jamar Jefferson. If that's
why would we cut him? He's third string, right?
I don't know, but I didn't hear that. If you can give us a link on that one, if that actually happened, let us know. I don't think.
I haven't read that anywhere.
I think there's other people that deserve it more at this point, but that's just my opinion.
Yep.
Hold on, I got something with the camera. I got to get that fixed. I'm still on, but my camera's
good.
I shouldn't be like turning around. I swear that was the problem. Okay, I'm back.
I think we got to go to this question because he actually was asked this to me today. So I have to get your thoughts on this one. So let me stop and think for a little bit. I think I know where I'm at with it. Do we keep 3 quarterbacks? Asking? This is from Cheryl. Do we keep? I'll ask both of you. Do we keep 3 quarterbacks on the roster? Rad, what do you think?
No. We're gonna keep Goff and Boyle. That's it.
Okay.
There's no need to keep 3 quarterbacks. I'll see if we had like a young stud waiting, but we don't have like a young stud waiting. So why hold on to 3 quarterbacks? No, we're keeping 2.
We're keeping 2. I totally agree, 100%. And one will go back to the practice squad, or we could trade him to Dallas. Whoops.
Why did Dallas?
They wanted David Blau last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So why cut him when you can trade him?
100% agree.
I don't know if they'll want him this year, but they wanted him last year.
He said we could trade him to Dallas for
I'm
sure.
with you too.
There might little hot take here though. I don't know. I don't know that Boyles won that job. I don't.
I would agree with that. He's got a live arm. I do like how he does have a live arm.
He does, but it's not real accurate. So he has
Correct.
a great arm, but he's not real accurate. Boyle, that's what I'm thinking about him. But Blau, I don't know why, but there's some when they played Boyle so much in that preseason game, I took it as that Blau either is going to get a lot of playing time this week or he has the job locked down. They just really wanted to take a second look at Boyle and just see if what he actually has. But we'll see. We'll see. Second game coming up Saturday.
I would agree with that.
Concerning news there because he was not at practice today at all, and I was like, I don't know where Boyle's at, but we know he did get hurt a little bit in that game. I think he finished the drive.
He hurt his ankle, but he came back in. I liked that because Blau was coming in. He was like, nah.
He showed some toughness. He showed some toughness, and he wants a job. So I like that.
Right. Some of these people, but
okay. Well, dang. All right. Okay. Let's talk about this Friday game a little bit. I'll keep my eye on the chat. If you guys see anything, I think this was what Jim was talking. I think how huge for depth with Logan Stenberg showing a little promise. Jim, were you talking about Logan Stenberg?
Exactly.
Okay.
Logan Stenberg was actually last year. They were training him to be a backup center. He showed up, and you know what? I'm gonna preface this by saying that I'm not a PFF guy. I'm just not. There's more to it than just analytics, but they rated him the best offensive lineman. And even out of the starters. So he played a good game. He pancaked quite a few people. I was watching him particularly because of the fact that, he was a 4th round pick and he's got to get it together. It's now or never for him. But his bend was a lot better. He's lower to the ground now. And that was the problem with him in the first place. He just had no bend whatsoever. He's blocking up top. It really comes down to his flexibility, and especially in the pass game. He's a great run blocker, but in the pass game, he can be a liability if he doesn't get his footwork right and he doesn't get that bend right. So that's what I observed in that game. He was a lot lower than he usually is and played really well.
Hey, and Dan Campbell has some good stuff to say about him this morning. He said, I don't know if you guys heard that. He had some good stuff, good high praise for him. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, that's a big deal, especially now with Boehm out. That's a big deal for him.
It is.
Brad, I think where is your stance on Logan right now? I don't know where you're at with that.
I was a fan when we drafted him.
Yeah,
with the Fatty P error. Sorry. So I want the kid to, develop and play well just because as of right now, I feel like our backup offensive linemen besides like Tyrell Crosby aren't real proven. So seeing that he did great, the highest on PFF, I kind of do like what PFF does, but I can also see why Jim would say that. So him showing improvement and playing decent, like that's good news for the team because we're going to need, injuries happen. I hope nobody gets injured on our offensive line, but it's a good chance it's going to happen. And if we have a good swing guard that can play any guard position, ready to step in and center, that's huge for us because Tyrell Crosby already has the swing tackle position down for us. So I think that's huge. And I do want him to make the team and I want him to develop because I was a fan when we drafted him because he did have good college film, especially as far as run blocking. He's nasty. He plays with some grit. Mm-hmm. So, I love it.
That's a great nickname. If your nickname is Mr. Nasty and you're playing offensive line, that's a good thing.
Right.
That's hopefully that's not like quarterback or something.
And you should fit in the Dan Campbell thing. You know what I'm saying? Who better to fit into the Dan Campbell, thing of football than Mr. Nasty? Come on, man.
Right.
I do like that.
I want some gritty, tough players this year.
Me too.
Let's go. Because our head coach is gritty.
Dan Campbell.
Hey, I'm a fan. We ain't won a football game yet, but he got me. I'm bought in. I'm tuned in.
I'm a fan.
I'm really am.
Absolute fan.
I am tuned in to Campbell.
Well, I think we got to dive into this game now. And it is time for the new segment. Brad, you want to tell them what it is?
No, you can tell them.
Oh, okay. Studs and duds. Studs
for real,
and duds,
for real.
baby. I think this was an Eagles article. I don't know why I was looking at an Eagles article, but I scrolled across and said studs and duds, and that stuck with me for a couple of days now. That was touching. So
I like
we're gonna
it.
look at the studs and duds, and we're just gonna kind of whatever pops in your head, I guess. But the chat can do the same thing. Talk about who balled out on Friday in your opinion, and maybe who didn't ball out. Now I do have like the game.
I got a
But
stud.
I don't think this will work for me to pull it up while you're talking about it. So
I got
okay, so we got a
and
few
a dud.
How about we do this? How about we roll through studs first, and we give a name, and we'll go through, and once we run out, we'll go to the duds.
Okay.
I think keep it flowing. I know the chat's gonna be having them in there. We got milk duds. Okay.
That's what we need to do. That's our sponsor for this show. I'm just kidding.
Milk duds. Hold on. Who eats milk duds though? Because I know you guys went out Halloween. Were you eating the milk duds? I know I was not.
No, I wasn't. Definitely not. No.
I haven't went out Halloween stuff.
I need almond joys. I want almond joys, Kit Kats, Snickers.
Jam, dude.
I need things like that. You can keep your Milky Ways, all that. Like, no, just give me the
now
Snickers.
That Milky
Kit
Way
Kats,
caramel is okay, man.
Nope.
Yes.
I mainly want almond joys.
Oh, okay.
And Butterfingers. You give me those.
Ooh, I like Butterfingers.
Butterfingers.
How did we get on this anyway?
We talking about Twix next? Come on, let's keep it rolling.
Twix. I'm sorry.
Talk about the game.
You're right.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yes,
let's talk about the game a little bit.
Okay, go.
Just a little.
Let's run around. We're gonna work around the table. We'll go to Jim first. Jim, give us a stud from Friday's game and why.
Derek Barnes. Shot out of a cannon, covered well. He's in his stance. Everybody else is twitching around, and they don't know what the hell they're doing. It just what some of the players out there, I saw that. With him, he's in his stance. He knows right where he's going. His angles are good, and he just, it's just like shot out of a cannon at the ball carrier. Mm-hmm. I was very impressed with him. So I'm going to give that one name, but I've got 100. No, I don't, because we only have.
Okay. Well, we can be here for a while if you got 100.
No, I don't. I have
good.
Few.
Oh dang! Hey, hold up, Brad. Just before we get to you, he said he lost
respect for me for. Bro, you're sleeping on almond joys. I'm telling you, man. You get that chocolate, that coconut, and then that almond. Like, no. I don't really. I send my daughter up now. Like, hey, baby, make sure you get almond joys out of them. She asked, like, hey, we need them almond joys. Bring them back to me. I love and Twix, and then give me a Kit Kat. Anyway, let's get back on the game. I got a stud. I mean, he threw out Derek Barnes. That's what I was gonna go with too.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
You can have it.
My bad.
I'm gonna say Julian Oak.
Oh, that was my second one. He balled.
He had mad pressures and ended up with a sack. I liked his get off, his hand placement.
Mm-hmm.
He is showing that he is going to be a future starter. I don't know. He gonna get a lot of playing time this year. I don't think they're gonna let him take his brother's spot, and then Trey Flowers gets paid too much to take his spot. Mm-hmm. But come next year, hey. I already knew Julian was gonna ball anyways. He just dealt with injury because he had good film coming out of college. Like he could have been a second to late first round draft pick anyways. He kind of fell to us last year's draft. But no, my stud is Julian, hands down.
Absolutely,
hands down. Wow. I can name another one, but Dose, I'm gonna throw it up to you if you want to go with one.
We get back.
Go ahead.
We can throw the reverse card. I want to give you all one that way.
The reverse card
because I felt.
I like it. I
like this one because this one's been stuck in my head ever since I did the rewatch. Tell me if this is cheating. I'm going with Aaron Glenn. Is this cheating?
No.
Okay. Aaron Glenn's my stud. And you know what? He added on top of that again today. But every time I go watch back, man, I'm impressed. Timely blitzing. First off, just seeing guys get after the quarterback is fun. They flew around. They were getting after it. It was just fun. I missed that. And then the timely blitzes. When they would throw out a cornerback blitz and you have your safety shoot down like Dean Marlowe did, that stuck out to me. I was like, that's nice. Passing, third downs, they would bring a blitz. And today, all right, this was from training camp. It was a 4th and 5. He sends a safety blitz. Golf runs out of time, throws it incomplete. It's the timely blitzing from Aaron Glenn. That's what I love right now. So I'll throw the reverse card. I can't make the sound effect. I don't know if there is a sound effect. So Rad, give us another.
Okay, there's one for you. The chat just said it. Kevin Strong.
Yeah,
he was showing up, play after play, He was making some stuff happen, and he was playing like he wanted to earn a job, earn a spot on a team on the 53-man roster. So Kevin Strong I'm gonna say is another stud for me. I got another one too. I got a couple more.
I got
Kevin Strong. Let me shoot it up to you, Jim. Go ahead. Give us
Anthony
a stud.
Pittman.
Ooh, okay.
Anthony Pittman held it down. I mean,
Mhm.
it's the same things as Kevin Strong. He's not the same linebacker. I think Derek Barnes is going to be a starter by the end of the year if he can run this defense.
I'm going to agree.
He's a leader, but I liked Pittman. I like Pittman a lot. I like him in coverage. I like him. His reads are good. He's another guy that I think makes this team. I think he's a really good underrated linebacker, but he had a good game.
We've been saying that. We've been saying Pittman's going to make the team. Over Tavai. But go, I mean, all right, sorry.
No,
I shouldn't have threw his name out just yet. I'm sorry.
I thought you were going to hold it. You've been speaking high on Pittman. I know that. And I like what I saw too. So that's a good name.
For real. We don't, you guys don't know this, but me and Rad didn't talk about this before the show.
Nothing.
So we're just on the same page mentally.
It's all natural here. You know what I'm saying? Just right here in the temple.
Yeah,
right there.
You can't unwatch what you've seen. You know what I'm saying?
100%. Dose, give us a stud.
All right, I'll give you another stud. I got Bruce Hector. All right.
Yes, Hector.
Bruce Hector made a couple of flashes.
Balling, dude.
Yep. I like it. And we had guys step up all over. I know y'all already said Strong. Of course, he was pretty dominant. But you had a lot of guys that had to step up. We were really light in interior defensive line. And seeing Hector go out there and ball out was cool. I like that. Making plays behind the line of scrimmage. You see some of that explosiveness. And he's got good size. I like it. Bruce Hector stood out to me in this one. So I think everybody's given 2 so far. Let's keep it rolling until we run out.
I got another one.
Again. I'm gonna reverse it again.
Oh, you reversed it? No, I'm sorry. I was excited because
you have to throw.
I'm excited about this one. Go ahead, though. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Go ahead,
I'll throw it to Jim.
Okay, you're gonna throw it to me, and you know what? We've said this one already a little bit, and the chat said it a little bit. But Amon-Ra St. Brown, I was very impressed with his route running and his ability to get separation against a pretty decent defense that Buffalo's thrown out there. I really liked him. Our number 1 wide receiver was out, which is TJ Hawkinson. But
I was like, I thought Tyrell played, but okay, go ahead. You're right.
He's not. Yeah, he's not the number 1 receiver. TJ Hawkinson is going to be their number 1
for sure
this year. I know that sounds crazy, but
no, it doesn't sound crazy at all.
But Amon-Ra St. Brown, man, I like it. I like the way he's so fluid in his route running. I really, really like. He's very strong, mentally strong. I think he's going to be a stud for us going forward too.
I would agree, 100%. And I'm a piggyback off of the route running was crisp. That out route he ran, he left Buddy in his tracks. The corner was reaching for him, like, hold on, bro, you're moving too quick. Like, slow down.
That suddenness he has.
But I mean, we've been saying the St. Brown's going to be huge for us. I think he's going to be our second leading pass catcher. He had a good game. I'm going to say the second drive of Jared Goff, he showed me a little bit of something. Completing those 7 passes in a row. He did throw a duck, but the duck got there. I'm not going to – like everybody's seen it. It was a duck, but it got to where it needed to get. He hit Darren Fells on a nice little cross pattern. He made some nice plays. So I'm going to kind of give him a little he'll get a mid-tier stud. I got to give Goff a little bit of credit because that second drive he did get us in the field goal range. We put some points on the board. So I'm going to give it to Jared Goff.
Okay.
Whoa.
We
got to
play now. I have to get your St. Brown in here, man.
Look at that route. Look at the route.
Look at his ankles, dude. I mean, we're like in basketball. He's breaking ankles.
Can we get one more time? One more time, please.
Yeah, run it back.
I did watch this play about 4 or 5 times.
I did too.
It's pretty.
It was beautiful, bro.
Oh, my goodness.
And then if you've seen the celebration, it reminded me a little bit of Tate.
Just an itty bitty bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Just an itty bit. And that right there got me like, oh. We bringing back GT15. Like, hold on.
For real.
Hold on.
And he had a little bit even in the act there. That other play that he did. So
I'm excited.
I am.
He was a steal.
Matthew Ferguson or Ferg Lions now. He says, "Hey Jim, I'm at work." He wrote an article for us on Detroit Lions on the Pro website, and it's very good. It's a whole synopsis of the game. If you get a chance, go ahead and go over there and read it. It's really.
I'm gonna check it out.
That's
I'm
awesome.
gonna check it out.
Shout out to Ferg.
It's called Put Down the Kool-Aid.
Down the Kool-Aid.
Something like that. If I'm wrong, please correct me, because
Hey, I ain't gonna take the obvious one. I know it's coming.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I wanted to take other people, but you want to take. You want to take the.
I'll hold it. I got something else. but this ain't individual, so I don't know if how I want to word this. You know what? I'll say it like this. I'm gonna give credit because Rad said the second drive, so I'll piggyback off of that. I'm gonna give credit to the pass protection in the second drive.
Right.
Aside from the time that Decker got
Yes.
slightly beat at the end,
Yes.
the run blocking pickups were very off to me. But pass protection, when you're playing constantly behind the sticks, 3rd and 10, 2nd and 11, and you're not getting pressure on the quarterback, it tells me that one-on-one these guys can hold their own. Sewell had a nice bounce back drive. Big D had a pancake on that drive. You know, we had a holding call, but we got the ball down the field. We were able to protect Goff, give him time to go through. I
got one question about this game. Why is Khalif Raymond not returning kicks in that game?
I think he's the lock. I think he's the
lock.
Think
that's
man.
What it is.
I think
why are they looking? If they're locked on him, they're looking at other people. But I loved him at kick return. Man, he's so fast, so sudden, so quick,
and he's
so small. They mistake him for somebody's child. But he's
well, hold up. Who was catching punt returns in that game? I don't remember. There's Victor Bolden. Victor and someone else.
Gosh, I don't even.
Kick return. They used Leak. They used a bunch of other guys. They even used that converted safety dude.
Yeah, Godwin. Yeah. So I think he's locked because I mean Raymond's the number one punt returner. I don't think there's a question there, but
yeah.
We got to learn a little bit from
Skunk
the
one says Ragnow had a phantom penalty, but yeah, penalty.
Yep.
Rag's the guy though. Rag's. I'm out of studs. I'm ready to hit these duds.
I'm ready to hit these duds too, but we can't not mention Reynolds. We got to mention Reynolds.
For sure.
We have to.
For sure.
I know it's the obvious choice, but that dude, hey, I'm here, show up and just ball out. Come on, man. But I want to give credit to the offensive line a little bit on that. Logan Stenberg pancaking people, and it was a very, it was good run blocking. But
it was
that change of direction that he has, that first step quickness that he has. It's one game, so I'm going to pump the brakes on he's going to make the team or whatever.
I was just about to ask you that, Jim. So you think if he comes out and has another good game, do you think we should keep him? I was going to ask you that. That's so crazy you say that.
I am very, very high on Jamar Jefferson. He has an ankle, and I think it affected him. I don't think we saw the Jamar Jefferson that we will see. I'm very high on Jamar Jefferson. I had him as third running back all the way. It depends on how many running backs we keep if we keep Reynolds, but he looks good. He looks really good. One game, though. One game.
Reynolds is weird because Mills didn't give it to him either. And Mills kind of already feels like he'd be the last running back in. And of course you have Kabinda if they want to roll with a fullback. But if Reynolds plays like he did,
Kabinda's making the team. He's making the team.
Yeah.
He's on the squad for sure.
But
if Reynolds continues to ball throughout the preseason, I think they should go on and we need to find a roster spot for him at this point. I don't know.
The bad part is,
show up and show out.
Does he play special teams? Right? Does he have another thing he can do?
Because he has to.
Flexibility will probably be some of the last roster spots of people that we keep.
At that point, I think he knows he's gonna have to either run down on kickoff or punt team, and you're gonna have to play some special teams if you're gonna be our fourth running back we're keeping.
Yep.
Yeah, but I think
he's too good of a pass catcher.
I think all of this is a little moot because I think I don't think he's going to take anybody's job going up to Swift or anybody like that. Come on now, So I mean, we're talking about the third or fourth running back right now.
Yeah.
So unless we have a lot of injuries, we're not going to really see him a whole lot.
I'm with you there.
I'm all right either way. Mills was okay too, but I don't drop pass and stuff. But okay, Mills was all right.
No, I agree with you. I'll give you a couple honorable mentions. Just I had wrote down. They were kind of like Rad's middle of the way studs, just half studs.
Just a mid tier.
Yeah, I mean, Elliott flashed, Bobby flashed, and I give McCray a little love too.
Yeah, he blew a couple things there, but
I'll give him a little love. I'll give him the half love. Julian, to me, he blew a play, but it was all right, he was killing it. So he's got the love.
Really quick, did anybody see Akuda?
He didn't get
There's two things about that. I did see him a little bit.
I don't remember him.
He was out there. Yeah. But there's two things. One, it's a good thing they didn't mention him because he was burned. But number two, it's a bad thing they didn't mention him because there's no interceptions, no pass deflects, all that other stuff. But he was out there.
Because I was too busy watching the D line, to be honest.
Yeah, you didn't see much there.
Because we started off getting gashed. I'm gonna keep it real. We were
Philly ran
getting
heavy.
gashed that first. Now,
Gashed.
granted, like Dose, you were saying on that stream, like we didn't have any starting offensive linemen out there, but McNeil. But we were getting gassed that
We
first
got
drive. So
gashed
I'm
early.
like, I was getting like, hold on, man, this not better not be the same old Lions. And then Dose like, you got to
It did
think, man,
look like it.
Brockers ain't out there, hands not
Yep.
playing. I'm like, okay,
Right.
thank you. That made me feel so much better because at first I'm like, bro, this better not be the same old ish going
Well, I
on.
mean, you also had Anzarike not playing either.
Straight, yeah, true. And that's my guy. I can't
No
wait to see him
John.
play. Ooh, I can't wait to see him play.
And Brockers, and there was a lot of defensive linemen that didn't play.
True.
So I'm all right with that. Okay,
I
so
seem to
you
be
got
feeling
duds.
this.
Are we starting with that?
Duds. I got a dud. Victor Bolden.
Ooh.
Oh, okay, just hopping right into it. All right.
Straight up
Hopping
into it.
right into it.
He deserves to get cut. He dropped a key first down, and then he let another ball hit him in the hands. I get the ball was overthrown a little bit. It wasn't even Goff. I'm sorry. The ball was a little high, but if the ball touches the first drop, if the ball touches your hands, you better catch it. Drop, and then we come back to you on a first down, and the ball, like, bro, catch the ball. I don't play that dropping the ball. That's why I'm not so high on Brashard Perriman because of these dropsies. Like, I don't play that. You get paid to catch the ball. So catch the ball.
Catch the ball. If we're going to go duds, I'm going to go to the obvious. Number 51, Jelani Tavai.
Take it. I didn't even.
He still looks lost. He lost all the weight and still
looks
can't
slow.
Figure out where he's supposed to be. And I think it's more a mental thing than a physical thing right now.
I'm gonna say it's both. He still didn't look athletic. He still looked slow.
He's never been fast, but in his first year, he did make plays. He did get an interception. He was in the backfield making tackles, and he was playing the position he's playing now. But I don't know what it is with him, but he just seems like for some reason you play faster if you understand the defense.
100%.
Right now, I don't 100% think he does. So that's mine. It's real easy.
He got stiff armed in the hole.
Yeah,
he's terrible.
Yeah,
cut him. Cut 51. We need some t-shirts that say cut 51. That's the t-shirts we need.
I can print those.
Make them happen, Captain.
I won't be rocking it. I ain't gonna be rocking it.
Oh, we know you won't. I'll rock it. I want a mask. Like, we're back to wearing masks out here in Oregon. Get me a mask that says cut 51.
Yeah, there we go. I think I can make that happen.
God,
I already got my kneecap biter shirt for the Lions biting the little guy. That was funny. But yeah, I mean, what you got, Nose? We want to hear from you.
Yeah, I struggled a little bit with this one because I had some, like, a lot of these dudes flashed enough. At least they had some flash plays. I hate to say it, but I have Elijah Holder on here, and I've liked when I've seen him getting after it in the backfield. But Holder's coverage, he was slow. He was slow to things. He was letting things get deep, and it really showed up on that final drive when it happened on his side of the field, and it was like, that's the only thing you can't allow is something deep at this point. So to have a guy that's able to, when he's able to tack over the corner and not have to worry about a safety, that's a big problem. So I'm throwing Elijah Holder in there. I think Brad Dip. You got another one, Jim? Oh, we didn't.
I got one. I just want to throw out the unit. First drive, offensive line unit.
Yep.
I think it came out real jittery and nervous. Everybody think that sack was on Penne, but it wasn't. If you really watch the film, it was on Big V.
It was.
Penne did get beat, though. Slow. I'm not going to say he didn't, because he was a little too, like, shallow in his stance, and Russo kind of punched him and threw Penne off balance. But the sack was on Big V. So the whole offensive line unit, that first drive, they did bounce back that second drive, though, and I like to see that they did persevere. You know, they had to show up. Like, y'all supposed to be the selling point of this team this year, so hold it down.
I'm going to give you another one.
First unit. Go ahead, give us one.
I'm going to Lee McNeil. I expected way too much from him, maybe.
Me too.
But I didn't see anything.
Me too.
I didn't see a thing, and maybe that's just me. What do you got on the Lee McNeil on those? What did you see there?
Jim, I didn't want to bring him up because he didn't show up. Me too. I love him, and I didn't want to put him out there just yet. Like, I'm gonna give him another game.
Well, we're just doing this game.
He didn't show up. He didn't, and I was so sad because I was excited to see him. Like I said, I was watching the D line. He wasn't doing much. He wasn't, and it's sad. But go ahead, though. It's my bad, man. Like, that hurt.
You good?
That hurt.
I know what I know. He did have a lot of hype going in that game, and it was worth it because the training camp was really hyping him up. And it made sense too because you don't expect a rookie to come in and be doing what he was doing, and especially to do this size. It's just seen that we haven't had like big interior defensive linemen that are athletic in the Patricia era. So this was a nice like new feeling. But I think he'll be okay with some studs around him when they get back. I have the second drive again. This is the offensive line's run blocking. This to me was bad. I went back and watched it, and I think you could throw even some blame on Jamal here. There were some cutbacks he may have been able to hit, but Jamal's that runner that likes to get downhill. You know, he hits the first cut, he gets downhill, he's going to get you 4 yards.
There was no hill.
No, there was no downhill. It was just getting hit behind the backfield.
It was no hill.
And every time they pulled a lineman, he was getting hit in the backfield. They missed blocks. Guys were getting free. I see Decker falling on the ground. I see Jonah missing things. They're running the same
when
person.
You're running right into the lineman's behind, it's kind of a hard thing, man. I mean, you fall right back down.
What an
Jamal
Aaron.
Williams, I like him. I like him a lot, but he did not show up at all. 1.7 yards a carry.
Oh, that was bad. What did Aaron ask me to? How do I watch the Lions? Do you use IPTV to watch the Lions games or Sunday? I do Sunday Ticket, Aaron Burden. I get Sunday Ticket out here in Portland, Oregon.
Got to.
I gotta pay to watch my Lions play every Sunday.
Hey, Brad, real quick on that. Is Sunday Ticket is it like real? Because you were watching on Sunday Ticket with us. It's not that delayed, is it?
No. No. The preseason I had on NFL Network. That was preseason, but like once the season rocks around, I'm gonna pay for Sunday Ticket and I'm just gonna stream it on my PlayStation because I don't have direct. I'm not gonna give their full name; they don't deserve it. But
for real.
You know what I'm saying?
He's totally right on this too.
You know what I mean?
Same page there as well.
You know what I mean? So no, I do. I just stream it on my PlayStation or my smartphone or something like that. I watch my Lions any way I can. You know, even though we've been terrible my whole lifetime, but it's a new era, baby.
I watched Barry Sanders, so I at least had that.
I got to see Barry too. I was young, but I got to see him.
Yeah, I got to see Billy Sims too. So
I didn't get that. I'm 84. I didn't get to see Billy Sims.
You're 84.
1984.
You look really good for your age.
I was going to say no. Oh, wait. Thank you. Thank you. Actually, I just turned 84 in July. Actually,
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry. 1984. He said you're 84. 1984. I'm sorry. 80s baby. I'm an 80s baby.
Yeah, I was born in 1969. For those of you out there.
Oh, so you've seen all them Lions.
For real, I've been in hell for a while now. And,
oh yeah.
I'm just we're trying to win one before I die.
We're gonna get one. That's a new era.
I think
Jim,
so.
Can you tell me what month you were born?
September.
Oh, a Virgo.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, Libra actually.
Oh, you're a
I was
Libra.
born on the 25th.
Oh, you're a Libra. Okay.
Yeah.
What month were you born, Dose?
December.
Oh, December. I don't know that one.
He was born
right
on
next
Christmas.
to Christmas. Right next to
it. Scorpio.
24.
Scorpio.
21st.
21st. Okay.
Brad, now you got to tell us yours.
July 6th. I'm a Cancer.
In the locker room or just for?
No, I wasn't a Cancer in the locker room. No. I was a good teammate. I know, but no, I'm a Cancer. July 6th, 1984.
Nice.
All right, back to football. Let's go.
Yeah,
You're good. Okay, so I think I just go with my. Yeah, I just said my dud.
You said yours.
I said yours. Jim, do you have another one?
I gave a dud.
I'm thinking, but
okay.
And there's probably more than these guys, but I don't know. I'm kind of out right now. I don't think I want to throw anybody else under the bus at this point.
Right.
But there's a lot of players I could. Jamal Williams is one of them. Some of the other running backs too. I didn't think were very efficient, to be honest. But you never. Our wide receivers weren't great.
Yeah, I'm gonna answer this real quick if you don't mind.
Go right ahead.
So Cephas was at practice today, which is good. But I know he had that bump. He bumped his head, but he was out there today running around. He made Goff threw a dot to Cephas today. I'm just gonna.
I read that. I did read that.
Yeah.
Did he?
Oh, it was icy, man.
Oh,
I haven't seen
Skunk one. He says Cephas equals Bolden. He's talking about Anquan Bolden, and I totally agree with that. It's such a good take.
Cephas is better than Bolden.
Well, he's better than Anquan Bolden.
Oh no, I'm thinking Victor Bolden.
He's not comparing him. He's comparing him to Anquan Bolden. I think he is. I think he is.
I thought he was saying Cephas is greater than Bolden.
Well, yeah, I agree with that. I mean, if that's what he
Victor
thinks.
Bolden. I just don't know what Bolden. Hey,
But
Skunk, what Bolden? Vic, yeah, he's talking about Vic
Oh,
Bolden.
he's talking about Victor. Well,
Yeah,
for
he
me,
better be better than
a
Vic.
good comparison for him to me is Anquan.
Anquan Bolden, straight up strong, big body receiver for sure. Not
Mhm.
super fast, but can run good routes, good hands, strong.
Mhm.
I would agree with that. It is a good comp. And
Gets
Skunk, you hit it. He
separation
is
with
better
his
than
body.
Victor Bolden. Better get cut. You do not drop the ball on first down,
For sure.
and then another ball that hits you in the hands. Like, no, we're not playing that. It's a new era. We're not keeping these poo putts on the team. And Tavai better get cut too. The next wave. Cut him on the next wave.
Hold
Hold
up. Wait,
up. No,
I was
I'm
trying
just being real.
I was
I'm sorry.
no,
I
you're good. I was trying to find this.
Why is
I was trying to find the throw, but I can't. What were you gonna say, Jim?
I'm also looking, and I was trying to watch Will Harris a little bit. He did make a tackle. He got in there and made a tackle and stuff. But I mean,
That's a stud.
for me, he's somebody that I need to see a little more from.
Correct. Like, we need to make sure if you're gonna be one of our starting safeties, we need to see you out there. What we got right here, Dose?
All right, now this is the first drop, and I'm with you.
It was high.
Drop, but okay. I want to get the opinions, everybody's opinion on this one because I'm kind of in between here, on because I'm with you. You touch it, you catch it. That's what I've always heard. I've always been told. You touch it, you catch it.
Your hands touch the ball, you better catch it.
Yep. And you're a wide receiver, so you better be catching that.
Correct.
You do, right?
You get paid to do that. The ball was a little high. No, you catch that ball. I'm not going for it.
What you think?
No.
It was a little bit behind. It was tough. I mean, he would have had to pull.
I don't think that. I think that was a tough catch. Yeah, I think that was a tough catch.
No.
He needs to grow another.
Catching that?
There's another view. There's another view. There's another view. Hold on. Ain't it another angle if we play it through, or is that just it?
If I slow it down, it might be better.
I thought they slow-moed it.
Yeah.
He went way up for it, but he did. It hit him in the hands.
It hit him in the hands.
Yeah.
Now, you know what? We don't even got to worry about that, Dose. Show the one that was a first down that he dropped. If you can find that.
That one was a drop. Yeah, I can try to find that.
Getting cut. Like, come on, bro. You're already on the bubble. Those are plays that need to be made. Plain and simple. Absolutely. They need to be made.
I agree.
Because at this point, we know Cephas can catch. What is the other? The other three, we got St. Brown, your boy Perriman, and Tyrell's already gonna make the team. So you're on the bubble. Like, first to keep a fifth, you're on the bubble at that point. You got to make that play. I don't know.
I got another dud. I have one. I forgot about it. I'm putting Darren Paulo on here, and I'm upset because I want to see this dude play all offseason. I was like, I want to see Darren Paulo play. Yeah, and then they pushed Matt Nelson at guard. I didn't think that was fantastic, but it's like, okay, he's playing guard. But Darren Paulo, a right tackle, man, he was getting killed.
He's a big guard. They like guys big, and I don't like that.
He's a big guard.
But that's the same problem with Big V because if he's not in a if they're trying to use like agility and speed to get by him, they're going to get by him. If they're trying to bull rush him, forget it, pretty much. Right. But that's good. And he's great. He's great when he goes and pushes forward or has to turn a guy. But if he is the pass block, that's a big problem, I think, for him and Nelson too. Both of those guys.
Mm-hmm. I don't think we saw Tommy Kramer either. So it'd been nice to have Kramer out there. Hopefully he gets back soon.
I think he's hurt
too. Yeah,
I think he's hurt as well.
And I like Kramer too out of Notre Dame. He played good football at Notre Dame. Consistent offensive lineman.
I like Brock Wright. I know that sounds crazy, and he didn't do a whole lot in this game, but he's got some skill. He really does. He can be a problem for if he goes out for a pass.
What did Munch say? Golf better than Matt Stafford. Whoa! I'm not agreeing with that one. I'm sorry.
I'm not either. You know what? Here's the deal, guys. Matt Stafford's gone. He went to LA. I wish him well and everything, but I hope he loses every single game over there so we get a better draft pick.
I heard that, Jim. I heard that, bub.
We have a quarterback now, and I have big concerns about Jared Goff. I really do, but he is our quarterback.
But I hope he pans out so we don't have to use these future first-round picks on a quarterback. At that point, we're building more pieces around him and getting better in other positions. So I hope I'm rooting super hard for it. 100%. I'm rooting hard for Goff. Like, I hope he pans out and just.
I'm rooting for Goff too, but yeah.
But yeah,
some things that if he's a game manager and we actually get a running game, this could work.
It could.
But we
have
have to have a better defense.
Correct. We got to have a good defense. It has to.
because the way this is running right now, if he's throwing for an average of 7 yards, which is what his average was for this game, I believe it was 7 yards, something like that. Yeah, go to the notes and see if I'm right.
It was something along that lines for sure.
You can't do that if you're behind. This is the problem. If we can't stop anybody this year, then it's going to be a problem for us to go down the field quicker. As he's not Stafford, he's not going to be Stafford. I don't want him to be. I want him to be Jared Goff.
Correct.
Be who you are. You know, if you're a short throw guy, fine. And then every once in a while you go deep. I don't mind that. But it's going to take us more time to get down the field. And that's the problem with this type of offense.
I'm not judging him. As long as he's not out here really losing us games this coming season,
Right.
I'm okay with Goff. Next season, though, this is when I'm going to really be like tuned in on Jared Goff to see what we got. But this year, I'm going to give him a little pass because the receiving core isn't top notch. Hopefully, we bring in Devontae Adams this offseason.
That would be great, wouldn't it?
That's what I hope. That's what I'm praying. Like
that's that dream. That's that dream going on right there.
Give him that Kenny Galladay money. That money we was about to give Kenny Galladay, give it to him a little bit, plus a little bit more. Yeah, I want Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams is the top receiver in NFL. He's like a 1A or 1B. You can either go him or Hopkins. Like, pick your poison. So, I'm not judging Goff too much. As long as he's not out here throwing a bunch of interceptions and fumbling and just losing his games, cool, bro, cool.
Yeah, as long
but the
as
year after that,
the game, I'm good.
Right, I'm cool with it. But next season, I'm going to be really judging like, okay, now it's time to get a quarterback. Because I don't want to waste a pick on a quarterback. I don't. Because a lot of them don't pan out.
We have 2 first-round picks. What is wrong with the microphone system going on here? Okay, but there's 2 first-round picks, and I don't know.
I want to go get a top-tier DB safety.
Absolutely, and there is one.
And I mean, I don't like drafting wide receivers high in the first round either, though.
I want to get a D end, and I want to get a safety with those first 2 picks.
I would like that
because not okay, man.
Or a top-tier inside linebacker.
Let's say edge. And yeah, that could be, but I think we can get something like that in the second round.
Correct.
But I'm thinking an edge to replace Trey Flowers later.
That's Julian.
Yeah, but we still
That's Julian.
Need another guy though. We're gonna need
for rotation purposes. I can respect that, but I think Julian's about to take over. I'm telling
Charles
you,
could be that guy too. You never know.
Who's that?
I mean,
who?
Charles or Austin Bryant could step up. I mean, Austin Bryant
has a nice rotation.
But,
if Austin Bryant steps up, he might hurt himself. So just be careful.
Okay, well, Harris has the potential. We know that.
How does he have the potential? He didn't even play. Does anybody know why he didn't play the game?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Anybody in the chat know why that Charles Harris didn't play?
Really good question.
And if he did play in this game, I did not see him. And
maybe he's a lock. They say, "Hey, you locked."
I just want to go out and get a top tier safety. And if it's a late first rounder, then grab a receiver. Not unless some receiver comes out and he got Megatron or Julio Jones like stats and measurables, then we need to take him in the top 10 or something like that. But I don't honestly like taking receivers that high now unless you got those type of measurables in game film. So I
know Charles Harris played. No, Will Harris played. I'm wondering if I'm confused because I thought Will Harris got in on a tackle. That might have been.
Harris made a play. I know what you're talking about. Harris made some plays at the end.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, but I don't remember Charles. Unless we're just getting the name confused. That's a possibility.
Yeah, that could be.
Let me see. Did Charles Harris play? I thought he played. Why wouldn't he have played?
I don't know.
But are you looking it up, Dose? I thought he played. Chat, do y'all know if Charles Harris played?
Some love to Craig Reynolds. I came across this. I just thought I would show some love.
Look at that move. Like that move.
It's pretty, man. And, man, he's such a good pass catcher, too. It's like, dude, you played receiver in college to start off, so you already know he's got hands.
He might have a good chance to make the team if he come out and put up some. I just like how he showed up and showed out. Like
I need to see
he just showed up and showed out.
I need to see him against better competition now. I need to see him move up.
Yeah, work his way up
a little bit.
100%.
We could rest add and Jamal Williams, and we can rest Swift and whatever, and let's
see what he can do.
Let's let these other running backs get in there, like Mills and him and Jamar Jefferson. I want to see those 3.
You got a solid point there. I would like to see that too. Rest the veterans and the proven, who's already proven, and let's see what he can really do against these top tier defenses, and also running behind our first string offensive line. So the holes could get better, but you're also going against better talent.
Joe Williams in the chat says Harris had no snaps, didn't play.
So, Lordy, thank you. We appreciate that. Appreciate that.
There had to be a reason. We just don't know what it is yet.
Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to think. Like, I don't know. I can't
That's
think of an
crazy.
injury that
Why
goes with
didn't he
it.
play?
Yeah, that's funny. Somebody said Jim knows his, about the Bears. Yeah, my wife is a Bears fan for sure. She is. She's from Chicago, so I can't help that. I didn't do it.
I want to
Huh.
show some love to my man Bunjo. He's always in here. Always in here.
Always,
Dude.
always tapped in. He stay tapped in.
Shout out to Bunjo. Said thanks for the content. We appreciate you, man. We have
Yeah.
a heck of a crew tonight. I mean, we
We
of course
do.
got the Rad, but then we got the special guest Jim. This is a good setup. I like this. Now, I don't know what else y'all want to dive into. If there's anything specifically you want to talk about, I didn't know if y'all want to talk about. Well, I can save that for my video, so I'll hold that one back. But what you guys want to talk about the game
I do want to ask.
specifically?
I want to ask Jim a question because me and
Sure.
you've already talked about this.
Yeah.
So James Washington, Jim from the Pittsburgh Steelers. Would you be interested in adding him to the roster, making a trade for James Washington, wide receiver for Pittsburgh?
I don't make trades right now because I don't want to give up assets. It's just the way I feel about this year. I don't think this year is going to be our year anyway. I think
Mhm.
I got them at 5 to 7 wins. Why do you give up assets? Just like last year when we gave up assets for and help me with the Minnesota player that I can't remember his name, Everson Griffin.
Everson Griffin. Yep,
We gave up
Griffin.
a 6th-round pick. Do you think that what could have Brad Holmes done with a 6th-round pick when you've seen his draft? Why
Mhm.
would you want to give up draft picks? I don't want him in a trade. And I really don't want a receiver in a trade. Let's roll with what we got, wait for the cuts, see who comes out, and let's sign somebody if we have to. Don't give up assets. Just don't
Okay.
do that.
Now, my take on it is because he's 25 years old. He's a burner.
Mhm.
He has good hands. He had really good college film. The one year he was the third receiver in Pittsburgh, the third option, I should say. He put up 800 yards. He's still young. He's coming off his rookie contract, so he's on a prove-it deal with us. So let's say we give up a 6 for a guy who's already shown that he can get close to 1,000 yards. He's young. He has some good film, and he can really come in and probably be our go-to guy. That's why I wouldn't mind giving up like a 6th-round pick for the dude, just because he's still young and he could like be a part of the future. So if he comes out and puts up over 1,000, close to 10 touchdowns, then we can re-sign him for a mid-tier contract. We don't have to pay him Kenny Galladay money, and now we already have a solid wide receiver 1/wide receiver 2 for our future for building in the
Do you think there
future.
could be somebody that gets cut? Because look at Tampa Bay's wide receiver room. They've got a ton of folks that, somebody's going to get cut out of that group. I'm just saying that is he that good to give up a 6 for, and is he going to fit the whole Dan Campbell mold and all this other stuff? I don't know. I don't know the player that well. But what I'm saying is I think
He's
I want
good.
to keep all our draft picks because we could look what we got. I'm on St. Brown later rounds.
I got you. I see what you're saying.
I
Because
just
this ain't
I
our
think
year.
that's
It's really not. I just like it because we got all these other receivers on prove it deals. Why not bring in a guy who's younger, faster, and who's actually put up better stats? I just think he has more upside than Perriman and Tyrell Williams. So why not give up a 6 for a guy?
I
See
think
if
my
he can
cat
prove.
has more upside than him too, but that's
Correct.
But
Tyrell's solid. Tyrell is solid, but Perriman, I'm not sold on
I don't
him.
know if he's solid because he keeps breaking things. But no, I think he could be a really good wide receiver for us. I think Terrell Williams could be. Perriman, I'm not sold on at all. But the thing is like, okay, it is what it is right now. We don't have a great defense, and I think we were 32nd in defense last year, right? Ranked 32nd. If we had jumped even 5-10 spots, you'd say 10 spots, which is huge in the NFL. That's up to 22. We still suck. We're still
Right.
we're still in the bottom third of the league. So I mean, I just don't see us being. I see us being competitive, but I don't see us winning more than 5 to 7 games.
Right.
And so
All
if
right.
I feel that way, I'm not going to go out and make a trade for somebody unless I really know that player fits my system and what I want to do going forward. Because we've got 11 draft picks next year.
That's not even counting our comp picks.
No, that is counting our.
Oh, you counting the comp picks? Okay,
Yes,
you threw them
yes.
in there. Okay,
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah.
He's moving it. Oh, he's moving it around.
He's
Moving it
trying to
around.
like spotlight who's talking. Huh?
He's playing with it. He's there. He goes.
You
He's
got to be
moving
quick
it.
because we keep going
Oh.
back and forth.
Hey, we talking tonight.
Hey,
I love it.
I wanted to show some love here. We were going through. We were going through some studs and duds, and I have to do it because I can already feel the chat gonna lose it. Y'all might lose it a little bit. I'm gonna give a stud card out. Hold up. don't have cards. I do have cards with me. Let me just get the stud card rid of. You know I brought
Oh,
it with me.
it's for Tavai. Oh, it's not for Tavai.
Not for
No.
Tavai. This is for Randy Bullock, okay? Now, I know he didn't kick a long kick, but he was 3 for 3. He had the clutch kick. And today, it's more on today. He made a 50-plus yard kick. I'm telling you,
What?
that almost made me like lose. I almost fainted.
Okay, so
I was like,
how close was it to, not being, was it inches or?
it was 52, I think. If my counting's
no,
right.
what
I
I'm
think
But
saying
did he have a lot more leg left?
Oh,
Is what
yeah.
he's asking. Like, could that have been like a 56?
It
Or was it
might
like
have been
barely made it over?
or did
it wasn't like barely.
did it
It
like
probably could give
dink
you
and then
56.
come over?
No,
'Cause when I
it probably
watched
could
him-
have gave you 56. He
'cause
looked
when
better than Zane today. But he always hooks it
Zane
left.
sucks too. I'm just like
He always hooks it left. I don't
We
know
shouldn't have
why,
let
but
Prater go, hands down. And I seen a piece of the Arizona game, and Prater ran onto the field to kick his field goal and made it. I'm like, oh man, that's our kicker there. Like, why would you let Prater go? Like, we had Jason Hanson my whole lifetime. Like, that's the only kicker I
we
remember.
had
Is
Eddie
Jason
Murray
Hanson.
before that.
See, I don't know that one. All I know is Jason Hanson.
Steady
And then
Eddie.
we had some duds, and then we get Prater, and Prater was my kicker, and now you let him go. Like, Prater should have got re-signed. That's probably one of our biggest like key losses, in my opinion.
Well, there
is
had to
losing
be
him.
something wrong there, and I don't
There's-
want to speculate because I don't know. But he's had problems in his past, and so it's
Yeah, with
possible-
alcohol and things like that.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what their deal was on that because they're paying Bullock just as much as they would have paid him just about.
Like, so why not bring? It was Fatty P.
You know, the other thing it could have been is that he didn't want to go through the rebuild, and maybe it was his decision to leave,
True.
and not the
That
Lions
could-
bringing him back. Maybe he wanted to go to Arizona and not Detroit.
Why though? Arizona ain't like about to win a Super Bowl.
they
You
think
got
they
us
are.
messed up.
I was Brad. You missed it. I was meaning the weather. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe he was sick of snow. I don't know, man. Maybe
We
maybe-
play indoors. I get it,
Oh.
like, but I don't know. When you get out that field, like, yeah, it's
No, but
snowing a lot in
I'm
Michigan.
just thinking. Though,
I don't know.
maybe
I
he
just wish we'd have brought
maybe he
Pater
didn't
back.
wanna rebuild.
I don't know. Prater was my guy. Like 58 yards, game on the line. We might
Maybe-
get this W.
Maybe he didn't want to rebuild. I mean, it's possible, but I don't like Bullock very much. I did watch him. His leg is. You know what? We're gonna have to go down 70 yards for him to kick a field goal. I really
For
believe
sure.
that.
Like if
He's
we want to like
close.
guarantee it.
Another question. This is very important. When Bullock
Yeah.
kicked that kick, was it a scrimmage or was anybody in his grill? No, I'm being serious.
Seriously.
No,
He's a
I get it.
different
I'm
kicker.
trying to remember. They
Were they
were
throwing water on them?
No,
Right.
Hey, that's
they
how
were
we
going
used to do it
11
in
on
college.
11s, and they stopped. They kicked the field goals, so they had a defensive line out there. They worked their way back. So they started like where they were at, and then they went from 30 yards to the 30-yard line. Then they backed up to, I think it was like 35, 36, which would have been
No,
with
but
the
I'm
Lions
saying
scrimmage 50 plus.
I watched him in practice before, and what I saw was he was just okay when he's kicking by himself, and they kept moving him back and all that stuff. But when they were like game situation, he missed.
Yeah,
a
this
lot
was
of-
game.
Was
That's
it?
why I was
Okay,
surprised. I
okay.
was like,
David Anderson in the chat, he says they said Prater wanted to go. Well, that makes more sense because I would have brought him back.
Right, 100%.
Yeah, definitely. So thank you, David. Appreciate you, man. But yeah,
good.
I mean, there's just I don't like our kicking core.
Me either.
I don't know why they brought
Me
in
either.
what's his name from the cast off. from
Zane,
Arizona.
Gonzalez, and they brought in Bullock. Like I don't think it's two kickers that we can
I
build
don't
with.
think they expect to be in a situation where they need a 50-yard field goal. I don't think they expect that situation to come up because neither one of these guys are very good from that distance, to be honest.
I hope we not. I hope we're not punting for 50-yard field goals, but I guess we'll see. You know, Prater was that dude. He struggled a little bit last year, but he was that dude. Brawling the
Hey, hold on. You know who?
Yeah.
Aaron, that's his name. It's a dude I
Yeah.
follow on YouTube.
This one.
He can kick his butt off.
Destroying. Yeah,
He
that's
can
true.
kick his butt off. I follow him on YouTube. Yes. There he is. I was gonna throw his name out. I was like, man, I ain't watched none of his films in a long time. He can kick and he can play receiver.
There you
Is he
go.
local? Is he
Versatile.
in Detroit? Maybe he should.
No,
just
he's not
show
in
up.
Detroit. He was playing in Canada. I think he just like he makes a lot of footage with like NFL players and like runs routes with them and stuff. He can kick.
Can he just show up and maybe just replace one of those guys?
I'ma
and
hit him
nobody
up.
knows?
I'm actually gonna hit him up on like a
You
messenger
should.
or something. Like he can
You should.
kick. He can kick, bro, and play wide receiver.
I was trying to think of if Fox could kick the field goals because I'm just like, let's just let him do the whole thing, man.
Fox is all pro, straight up.
Uh-huh,
Fox is all pro.
uh-huh.
I know it's bad to like have an all pro punter, but it's key. Special teams can
Take
win
it,
you
yeah.
games.
Yeah,
Take
I
any
would
all
like to
pros,
see
man.
that too.
Any all pro.
But
What's
yeah,
next?
I
What's
mean,
next? What's next, Dose? What we?
Well, I think we got a good one here. So I don't know how
Anybody
deep you
calling
want
in
to go
tonight?
into this. I forgot to tell him. So if you guys want to call in,
Oh my
y'all want to
gosh.
call in, give some takes on Friday's game. The
Oh
link is in
gosh.
the description. We only
Young
have a few
Simba.
rules around here. Brad, you want to tell them the rules?
You got 5 minutes. You need to be a Lions fan or like an opponent that we're either about
Yes.
to play or just played. Because last week we had Philly called in. We didn't even know where his fandom laid. His name was Philly. He said he was an ex-Colts fan, and I still don't know who he was rooting for. Like, I don't know. Was he with the Bills? He definitely went with us because he didn't even know who Jared Goff was. Like, so you at least need to be on track.
I
But
still
come in
don't
and
know who
ask us a
Jared
question.
Goff is either. So
Oh
I'm
Lord,
in the same
you know
boat.
we're gonna need to mute him. He don't even
Oh my
know Jared
goodness.
Goff is. So that's all we ask. Just keep it short. As give a take, ask a question, do what you do. But that's
For
it.
real.
It is. And
Call
leave
in,
with
man. I want to hear some
leave when the
calls.
scores
Call
out.
in. Call in is
Call
great.
in.
I love it when
Do
they
it now.
call in.
Yeah,
Dos, I think your
exactly.
microphone's jacked up, dude.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. I mean,
When Hungry Panda said, "I don't want the smoke. I need more than 5 minutes." Hey, Hungry Panda, you be here every week. You know what? Call in. We can give you a cool 6 minutes.
For
You can
real,
get
yeah.
six.
You can get 5.5.
5.5. There it is. We'll give you 5.5.
Special, just
No,
for you.
call in.
No, I'm just
Everybody, like,
messing.
we love it, bro. We love it. We all love
We do,
talking
we
Lions.
do.
But we just need to know, like, if you rocking with us, though, because
For real.
last week
right.
a dude was on here just
Well,
rambling, like, wait a
my
minute.
wife is a Bears fan, and she knows probably just as much as some of the Lions fans. She
Hey,
comes on my Free for All Friday show, does pretty
I
good.
respect it. I
hmm
respect that.
But she's not sold on Fields yet. Everybody else is, but she's
As
like,
you
I don't know.
shouldn't be, because I watched the game. Like,
Yep. So did
I've
we.
seen this before. An athletic, strong arm quarterback.
Yes.
Cool.
We just seen him on Friday.
Cool. I know this is Lions talk, but like Fields didn't like amaze me to it's like, oh my gosh, I wish we'd have took
Yeah,
him.
she said the same thing. She's like,
Like,
this is Mitch Trubisky all over again.
like we've seen this before. It's nothing like special. Like he
Oh,
made a couple
sorry.
nice throws. He had some good scrambles. He fumbled. Like,
Yep, yep.
okay.
Yeah, we can talk a little bit NFC North, but I mean just like,
Hey,
you know what,
Like I'm
stick
not
to our Lions, man.
give me
I
one
think
sec.
the Vikings is gonna be a
Yes.
problem. If we're gonna talk North,
Joseph Dion is leaving the building. So
I
now
think
it's being rad. It's the
hey,
being rad show. We're
hey, let's
good.
do it. We got it.
We're
I
good.
think the Vikings is gonna be a problem because the Vikings also had a good draft. They already had a
Yes,
lot
they
of
did.
talent.
Yes, they did.
Cook is an
Totally agree
issue.
with you on that.
The Vikings is gonna be a problem. Like I feel like they're
Packers are
sitting
going
at
to be a
the.
problem
Oh, I
too.
mean, they got AR-12. When you got AR-12 on the roster, you're always gonna be
Right,
an
right,
issue. But I'm talking.
right.
So the next season, we're gonna be fighting with the Packers. I don't really believe in the Bears, to be honest. Like I think they.
I don't
I think
believe in the Bears' offensive
I think
line.
they're
I
a
think the O
fluke.
line is
Correct.
just
It's
sucks. I think they're
terrible.
getting old in the defense right now,
It's
long in the
terrible.
tooth a little bit.
It's
But they have better
terrible.
wide receivers than we do. I would check on Robinson maybe at the end of the year too.
I take Allen Robinson, but I want to give the Brinks truck to Devontae
Oh
Adams.
no!
That's what I want.
I was not
Look,
even. I'm not even challenging that. That's
if we
perfect.
was gonna give $18 million a year to Kenny Galladay, let's go
Right,
and give Devontae 20 mil a year. He's worth
for
it.
real. He's
And I,
worth
I
it.
was a Kenny Galladay fan, but I
Mhm.
think Devontae Adams and Kenny Galladay is like here, like it's not even
I was good
close.
with the Kenny Galladay decision because of the fact that you know what, we're not going to pay so much money for somebody who gets hurt all the time, and he's injured again. You
I'm
know,
happy we didn't give
so
him that. I'm happy he left. Like
yeah, me too. I'm
I'm
not happy
happy.
he left, but you know, this
I
is
didn't
time to
want to
move
pay
on
no. I didn't want to pay him no $18 million a year. Like he's a
for
good
real.
50-50 ball receiver. Like he makes
No,
the jump catch. He was cool. He had good hands, but like nah, he wasn't like Calvin Johnson to where we need like when you get up in that type of money, you need to be on that like top tier money, that
for real.
type tier level. I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah,
And Kenny Galladay's in. I think he's like a second tier receiver, but he's not in that
I
first
do.
tier where you need to be making no $18 million a year. So I like that he didn't take our contract. And like I
No,
said, the
no,
biggest
I
loss
think
to
that's
us was Prater. That was my
I,
biggest loss.
I like that one, and Marvin Jones to me.
I like Marvin
I
Jones.
like
I
Marvin
liked
Jones.
Marvin Jones. I
He needed to move on too, though.
he
But
did because he was getting up there in age, and then he ain't want to be around for rebuild. But I think Marvin Jones is better than Tyrell Williams personally.
I do too.
That's just me. Like I would have liked to re-sign him on a good contract, but
I haven't got to ask you this because this is the first time I've done a show with you. But
talk to me.
So, what do you think about wins and losses? It's early yet, but I've got mine at 5 to 7 wins. Where are you at on that, Red?
Um, somewhere in that area.
Mhm.
Somewhere. I think we're going to be competitive. I don't think teams are going to really be just blowing us out, beating us by 3 or 4 possessions.
I
No,
think there's going to be a couple that do.
I
Um,
think I think we'll be in every game,
I hope
and
so.
and I put us right around there about that 5 to 7 wins and losses. Like yeah, and which
Mhm.
is fine.
Mhm.
Like I don't really want us to go out because I don't think we're a playoff caliber team. So ain't no need to be going out here winning a bunch of games and just getting put out in the first round because I'm thinking next season in the year after that, that's when our Lions is gonna make a run for it. To be honest,
Yeah, I agree
that's
with
when I
that
think we're
too.
gonna really show up and show out.
And Dose of Dion back better than ever. Here he is.
There's that guy.
And
Am I
I'm
making
gonna I'm
sound?
gonna step out for just a second. Sorry, guys. I
Absolutely, you're
just have
good.
to. I'll be right back.
Hello, hello. I'm making sound. Okay, am I good, Rad?
You sound amazing, bro.
Okay, I changed it over because I didn't know if that was me doing the static thing. Y'all,
What happened? You
Red.
changed the mic. Talk to me. I can hear you. Talk
Red,
to
I
me.
know you're leaning toward. You keep saying 5 to 7, but I can feel the energy. I
What?
know
What's the
you're.
energy?
First off, the energy is there. You're holding it back every time you
I
know what
cause
you're doing.
I
I'm like
can't
a
get.
psychologist. I can read the brain. Okay.
Okay, tell me what do you think
You
I'm thinking?
you
Tell
keep
me.
coming out here and saying, Tyrell ain't that good, and you keep trying to like push him down. You know what I mean? Like I don't see
Okay,
the potential. James Washington has more potential,
he
but
does.
you're trying to say it. You're trying to make yourself believe it, but you don't believe it. You don't believe it, right? You're thinking eight to
Listen,
ten
I,
wins. You're
I'm
like,
I'm
I
I'm
kind
I'm
of like the
optimistic
receiver
every
core.
year about my Lions. I really am. Like I'm always gonna say like, hey, we making the playoffs this year. This year. Like, but like realistically, talent wise, like I feel like we have a lot of young talent. I do. We just need to tap into that talent and excel it. But
Yeah,
I don't really think we can win no 9 games this year. Looking at our schedule, we got
it's
a tough
tough.
schedule, but I know how the NFL is. You can go from making the AFC, NFC championship to winning 4 games, like the Jags did. Because remember, the Jags did it
Oh yeah.
a few years back, where they was in the AFC championship and then went back and
Mm-hmm.
won 2 games and then won
That
another
thing
two
fell
games the next season.
apart.
So it can always flip flop in the NFL. Dan Campbell does seem like a good leader, but I just don't really see us being a playoff team this year. And I've accepted that, which I'm cool with. But the next season, I feel like we're going to be a playoff caliber team because salary cap's going up. We're going to have more money. We're going to make some cuts to free up some more money. Brad Holmes already showed that he's not scared to make a trade if it makes sense. And we're going to have, like Jim just said, we're going to have 11 draft picks. So, yeah, not this year, but the next year, I think we'll be a playoff caliber team. And you already know how I feel. I wish we would have went out and got Brandon Cooks. I've
Yeah.
already explained
I
that
like that.
trade.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
that
explained
would have
that
made
trade
sense.
in our earlier last second dose segments. Like the
Mhm.
Brandon Cooks trade would have been beautiful because he's proven he can be a #1 receiver. He's already had over 1,000 yards receiving every year. Him and Jared Goff has a relationship. He's still young, and we could have rode his contract out, and he could have been our guy. But that's kill all that. Let's get Devontae Adams next offseason. There it is. Plain and simple. Give him
Okay.
the Brinks truck.
I'm with Rad on this because I think that we have a lot of what we want, but not who we want. I think we got a lot of 1 year deals and thinking, okay, prove it deals, whatever. But when you have competition, what that means is you don't have a starter in that position.
Correct.
That's what I say.
Correct.
So I think that we have a lot of stopgap players this year.
Right.
Just
That's
what
exactly
I
what
want.
it
Just
is.
what it is. And then
That's exactly
next
what
year
it
we're
is.
going to start filling those
Mhm.
holes with really good players from
For the
draft.
future and try to win some, get to the
And then we
playoffs.
got that
100%.
foundation built. See, I'm of the opinion that you could go one of two ways here if Goff is not the answer. You can play for 2 years, build your foundation, and then you never know if a veteran quarterback becomes available and says, "Wow, that's a good situation. Let's go get him."
Correct.
Something like that. Or you
Mhm.
could draft a young guy, but I think a young guy is going to take longer. So that's kind of the where I'm at on this whole thing. I really think that we are in a build mode. You can't rebuild something that's never been built. But sorry.
You're right though.
It's true.
But I like how we're building from the inside out, the trenches,
Oh, of
offensive
course.
line, defensive
Mhm.
line, and work your way out. Like I like that's what I'm saying. Dose, it's a new era, like you've been saying. It's
New
a
era.
new era. We're doing it right. We're not drafting a bunch of receivers like we used to do in the early 2000s. Like, nah, we're grabbing
Mm-hmm.
these offensive linemen, defensive linemen, and let's work our way out. And we got good coaches. We have ex NFL players that played good football. Now, if they can teach and translate it to the players, then we should be in a good situation, plain and simple. But Campbell's got me sold. I'm liking Aaron Glenn. Aubrey Pleasant's already proven himself. And Anthony Lynn's kind of proven himself too with the Buffalo Bills head coach. He was okay with the Chargers. So we do have a good coaching staff. It's just that it's gonna take some time, and I ain't got nothing but it. And I've already seen the worst. So
For real. We've been through the worst. Let's wait for the best.
right, we've already seen the worst. Shoot. So
Hey, now, okay. You said you watched the Bears game, Jim. Did you guys have any thoughts on some of any player, but some of the other NFC North teams? Maybe anything that stuck out to you? We know we got a lot of young quarterbacks. We got to see Mom. We got to see Phils. We got to see
The
Love.
Bears defense looks pretty good.
Okay.
I'll say that much. And Fields look good, but I mean he's a rook, you know.
Right.
But he's running for his life too.
Yeah.
Glad he can run because he's going to need to this year. Their offensive line is pretty bad. Tevin
Mhm.
Jenkins wasn't even starting for them, and there's some issues there, I guess, where he's like a special ed or something. I don't know what it is, but there's something learning wise that he's just not picking it up. So, and that was a guy I wanted.
Yep, I love Tevin. Yeah,
but
wow, okay,
just not picking it up. So,
because I heard you guys bring up Marvin Jones. And I was watching that Lawrence game, and he was just going to Marvin over and over and over. And I was like, I forgot they have Marvin. Then I was like, oh, I'm kind of sad now.
Right.
I miss Marvin.
But you know what? They love our old cast-off players, too. They signed Tease Tabor. They've got what's the other guy's name from last year? Trufant.
Yeah.
I mean, they got a bunch of them. There's a bunch of them on either side because they're watching Powell return kicks and so there was a lot of ex-Lions, which is really good, man. I mean, for real. At least they're not out of the league when they leave from here.
Yes, absolutely. That's huge. And hey, they got Trufant on a realistic deal.
What do you think about what's coming up on Saturday? Do you think we see a lot of the starters again, like a quarter again, or do you think we're really going to take a hard look at the second and third team?
I like what you said. I like seeing, especially with the running back position, I'd like to see more of these young guys. I got to see Craig again, and I want to see him move up a little higher. I got to see Jamar come back healthy. That's huge. I like what you said. I think we'll see the starters again at the beginning. I think we'll see probably 2 drives again. But I think we're going to see, I don't think Brockers plays. I wouldn't be shocked if
I wouldn't play Hawk. I wouldn't play Brockers. I wouldn't play anybody with an injury. I wouldn't play Austin Bryant just because he could get hurt.
I do want I do want to see Merriman though. I want to see him out there. That's what I want to see. So I think we'll roll the starters again. But I'm hoping they said they were going to scheme a little bit more for the Steelers and then for the Colts even more.
Yeah, they got to put that stuff in though, man. I kind of rush it in, you know what I mean. For me, it's like they don't give them enough off season to really put in their program. To be honest, you don't gel until like the 3rd week when we're already out of it. I mean, when we
you're not you're right though. You're right. Especially
but I actually have us winning that first game against the 49ers. I think I do. I think they got a lot of injuries. I think people are out. I think that they're primed for picking right there. They're not even going to play the better quarterback there.
Correct.
Jim Ward goes to Dion need to do a sideshow.
Correct.
Like
if they play
Bob,
if they play Jimmy Garoppolo, we got a good chance of winning. I'll be telling my guy Jay Nay on Last Second Sports, we're gonna beat him. I actually made a bet with a 49er fan, Dose. You was tipped into that. If we win, baby, he's got to order me some merch off my guy, Dose Dion. I want another hoodie.
Mm-hmm. Did it come in?
I checked my mail yesterday. I didn't see the hoodie.
You'll get it.
Oh no,
it's coming.
I got it. I hope it didn't go to someone else.
And I told you, if it goes to someone else, I'm happy with it. Like, it's cool. It's cool. Like, I'm gonna give him a shout out. Like, hey man, you got my hoodie on. You can keep it, but I need you to wear that every Sunday. Rep us Lions.
For real. Rep us, man.
That's it.
Rep those.
That's it.
On that tonight. I'm gonna check on it tonight. If it's not there, I'll try to send you another one. If
I need it. I want the white one. Remember, I want that white hoodie.
Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't know how this show works because this is my first time on it. But do we preview the next game yet, or is that
we doing that Thursday? Show? We're going Thursday preview.
I might be down to do that if you guys
come
want.
on. Hey, come on. I love it.
Dude. Great.
I like your takes because you keep it real. I want the real. No sugarcoating onto that. Hey, no sugarcoating here.
Nope. As I said before, I had on golf, and it's weird because he has a weird arm angle. I think he gets a lot of fumbles because of that. I think that he holds on to the ball way too long, and I'm a little worried about that. We talked about this. I think.
He holds it like this.
I know it's so weird.
It's kind of weird.
Way back there, and his release is not very fast. I just there's some mechanical things that I'm thinking, geez, if somebody could work with him and change some of that stuff, I think he'd be a much better quarterback.
But
Plus, he never looks off a receiver, dude. You can't just lock in on one guy and then throw the ball. You just can't do that. This is the NFL, man. How the hell is he?
I like him moving defenders. He just needs protection. He is not good under pressure. He gets lost. And then that's when he starts to just say, okay, here's where I'm going with the ball. He snaps and he throws it there. And
he's not good at improvising.
Right. Very well said.
Stafford was good at improvising.
Very well said. Yes.
Stafford could improvise. Even though Stafford wasn't fast or anything like that, he could improvise. He may throw it downfield, get a guy a 50-50 chance. So
yes.
We're not going to get that out of Goff, and I've accepted that. We're going to get a game manager, which I'm cool with, but like Jim touched on earlier, we're going to have a good run game and a good defense in order for that to work. Because Goff's not going to be able to carry the Lions like Matt Stafford could and get us in field goal range to get a touchdown. That's not Jared Goff. Like, we need to just have a good game plan for him and make sure his throws are on time, and we'll be okay. But like him improvising, that's not Goff's game. No. But he has been to a Super Bowl, so he's played in some big games. I respect that.
I do too.
So he's been in that moment, so therefore he knows how to win, and just try to build what we got going on here because I want him to pan out. I do not want to waste one of these picks on a quarterback. I don't. It makes no sense because you don't hit as many times on a quarterback. It'd be duds in the first round quarterback.
We still have a lot of holes to fill.
We do. That's why I don't want to use it on a quarterback. So I'm rooting for Goff 100%.
If you look at what we took this year and how – I don't know how you guys feel, but I like every pick that we made.
Every pick.
Everyone.
Every pick we hit on.
Well, I think we had 7. If I can count right, I think it's 7.
Yeah, it was either 6 or 7. Give or take. It don't matter. 6 or 7. But I like every
11
pick.
11 next year. 11. Just think about packaging some of them, moving back up, getting another stud. You sit here and you did that trade with Cleveland to get Amon-Ra St. Brown and Derek Barnes at the same time. I'm like, wow, dude. I mean, you get Aleem McNeil, you get Enrique. There are people that we're building this defensive line. We're building this offensive line. We bring in Brockers for what, 2027 7th round pick or some crazy thing.
Oh, that was a steal. Get that veteran.
They're like, oh, we need to make a trade, so we actually have to put something in that trade. We were going to just give them to you, but they don't allow that, I guess. So. For real, that's what
a steal, bro. That was nice.
That was a steal. That was great.
Yeah. But we got to look at. I'm looking at some New Orleans people because they are in cap hell. And so
they're terrible.
When they start cutting people, I don't mind going there to pick somebody up. I don't think we're done. I don't think trade is the way to go. I think we just wait for some of these teams.
Just wait for it to happen.
Cap positions to start cutting players.
Wait for it to happen. That makes a lot of sense, Jim. You're right. Especially with New Orleans, because we got that ties down there with Aaron Glenn.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. And they're going to want to come play with him. And Dan Campbell's already drawing in people. Like,
yeah, he is.
You got to want to play for Dan Campbell. I ain't played in many years, but I'll strap it up and go out there and just grab a concussion real quick just because I want to rock with Dan Campbell.
Run through a brick wall.
Straight up.
For real. That's what he's just, I mean, one thing about Dan Campbell that I've taken, this is my take on him. He's not just a player's coach, though. Because he'll chew your, are we swear on this or not?
He's all right. If it's in the energy, you can do it.
Well, no, I'm just saying, but he'll chew your rear end, man.
Right.
If you're not doing it right, and it's like, hey, this is a man's sport. I'm giving you the opportunity as a man to take that position and you know what I'm saying, and make it yours. But if you don't, bye. If you ain't doing it my way, bye.
You have to respect that, though.
But see, everybody's like, oh, he's a player's coach and everything. I have him as a mix of a player's coach and somebody that is somebody that is tougher on the team too, at the same time.
I just feel like he treats you like a man.
Absolutely.
Like, he's not going to be some dictator or nothing like that Fatty P era or nothing like that. He's going to hold you to the standard like, hey, you have a job. You get paid to do a job. So do your job. And now if you're not doing your job, then we have a different problem. But I'm not going to be down your throat or like on your head or nothing like that. You just do your job and we all can have a good time. That's how I look at him. Like, and that's the type of people I like to be around. Like, hey.
You guys think about this trainer guy that got fired. You guys see that?
Oh, yeah.
The head trainer got fired. And Dan Campbell, all he would say was it was kind of a communication issue. No, everybody got treated and that was all good because he didn't want to throw him under the bus. But
Right.
I kind of see this as another thing where it's like, you know what? If you're not going to do what I tell you to do, you're gone. I don't care who you are. You know?
Yeah.
So he number one, he's molding the team the way he wants it, but he's stamping his authority as well. Not just, you know, hey, let's all have fun this year. No, it's like we're having fun, but it's football. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Be a man,
sure.
take care of business, and that's it. You know, that's it.
I'm with you. I think it's that communication side, man. If we're not communicating, we don't know what's going on. Like we got to be like all in one. This has to like work well together. I feel like that can happen with some of those trainers and assistants. They can kind of get off doing their own things with the players. I think I wouldn't say to that extent, but we remember last year when Bevel went out, fired the special teams coach because there was a lack of communication there. Not to that extent, you know, obviously that was kind of some people did not like that, but yeah, I think that's what it's about, man. You got to have that communication rolling. Hey, Rad.
Yay.
We appreciate having you on again for this show, man.
Yes,
special
it was a
guest,
pleasure
Jim.
meeting you, man.
Hey, you too, Jim. We're gonna link up.
We are. Definitely.
And Dose and I is giving our take this Thursday on the pregame. So
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll be there.
I like it, baby. I mean, it was a good little show right here. Hold on, Dose. Promo.
Go for it. Promo.
Hey.
Do it.
In 30 minutes, everybody come over to Last Second Sports. We need some Lions love over there. A lot of people have been tapping in. I've been seeing a couple names, and I do appreciate it. We talking fantasy football tonight. If anybody play fantasy football, we giving y'all late round sleepers and our draft strategy. All four of us have won thousands of dollars off fantasy football. Like,
Yeah.
for sure. I'm not like I can shin you cash apps and all that. Like we've made a lot of money off fantasy football. So we'll be talking about that. And I'm going to touch again on the Lions game, how we played and things like that. But y'all heard that here. But if you want to make some money playing some fantasy football, come tap in on Last Second Sports in 30 minutes. Last Second Sports. Dose, I love it. Jim, I love it. And I'm down to talk Lions football anytime, all the time.
Hey, I know who I'm going to. I'm going to Rad. We got some stuff with that's going on with fantasy football for sure. That's pretty soon.
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody come tap in. Like, I'm serious. Like, we've won a lot of money. All four of us have
Go
made
over
some
and
money.
check out Rad over there at LSS, and man, you got to check him out, man. If you're over here, go over there.
I appreciate it, Jim. I appreciate it.
Thursday on your show, Rad? Is that the plan?
Thursday, we're going to be over at Last Second Sports, Dose and I, and possibly Jim.
Yeah, I'll be here.
Come on through.
Because I like it. It's fun.
Seriously, come through Thursday.
Good time.
Thursday, you already know. Same time, we'll be on Last Second Sports Thursday going live.
All right.
Hey, wait,
Jim, I'm serious, Jim. You coming?
No, I am coming.
Oh, I love it.
Let me leave y'all with the duck. Let me leave y'all with the duck. Take this. Think about it. When we go home tonight, think about this duck. Oh my gosh.
It got there, though. That's the only thing that matters. It got there. That's all I care about.
You know, when I watched that, I thought it was tipped.
Oh, I wonder. You know what?
No, it wasn't tipped. No, that ball was not tipped. It wasn't tipped. He threw a duck, bro.
He might have got it.
Oh my! Listen,
we'll give it
golf
to
has been known to throw ducks his whole career.
He has, but I really did when I watched this play a few times just to see if it.
Can we zoom in a little? Let me see.
Is there any way to zoom in?
Did he get tipped? Oh, wait. Oh, that was the wrong camera. I was about to say, did we get the?
Well, that one didn't get tipped for sure.
Right. It got there, so I'm not mad at it. But it was a duck.
It was, but when it came out of his hand, I'm like, oh my God, that's a weird throw. But I thought that guy tipped it just a little bit.
You might be right. Ooh, it's a little breakdown. But this is beautiful, though. Look at that protection. We just got to enjoy this. Oh my big V, stop.
Hold on, Dose. Off topic. Check out Hungry Panda here. Wait, can you throw Hungry Panda comment up really quick? Look, man, I still ain't found that picture, okay? I still haven't found that picture. So, Andy Richard. Hey,
yes,
he's right though. He's right. He has been tapped in for a long time. Andy, I appreciate your love, bro. Real talk.
That's crazy.
Now he doesn't have a lower back tat of the Fatty P. He just loves Fatty P. He does. He loves Fatty P. You do, bro. Like you do.
I don't love Matt.
You love Fatty P. It's okay.
Wow.
You love him.
There's a 12-step program for that, Dion.
He loves them. He does love Fatty P.
End up at this spot on these shows, right?
He does. You know what? Hold on. Jim, give us some. What do you always ask me? Ask Jim this. Put him on the spot.
Ask me this.
Ask him.
Give us some words of wisdom to leave with. Give us something.
Oh, no doubt.
Okay.
Everybody out there, you know what? I'm the voice of reason. I'm the one that's, I'm not energetic. I don't go rah-rah and all that other stuff. I am here for you. I am here to help you through your hopium crisis. I'm helping you to get off the Kool-Aid. I'm helping you to see this for what it really is instead of just being way up here and then come crashing down. So that's my take for today.
Okay, Jim.
That
like
was
it.
good.
Hey, Thursday, we're going to Last Second Sports. Both of y'all. Same
Shout out
time.
to the chat. Thursday we be
Straight up.
live. Saturday game.
Ooh.
I'm already
do it.
smiling. I'm already happy. All right. Thanks
Let's
everybody
do
for
it.
coming in. We'll see you again soon.
Thank y'all.
I'll have a video coming out after this, just so everybody knows. We out.
Yay.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Rad.
All right.